What's up everyone, Saintsfan back again with another GTA Online video, and yes, we did get a new DLC today, and if you have not logged into GTA Online, there are some new vehicles, there are I think a few new clothing options, and there are some new race options. I will be live streaming the whole thing, and it's really not much, but I will be live streaming all of that later on today, so hopefully you guys come check that out. I'm also doing a shark card giveaway, and since the DLC came out, I'll make it probably 2 shark card giveaways, so go follow me on Twitter for that. But today in this video we're going to be talking about all of the unreleased vehicles because there are quite a few. There are 16 vehicles that came in this update, as you can see right here. We only got 5 of them today, so the remaining 10 are going to be released over the next couple of weeks. But in addition to just naming and showing you guys a picture for all of these, we also have the prices and we have somewhat of a release order. Now these are the names of them in the game files, but if we go ahead, this is the release order on the websites. So you can see on the Legendary Motorsport website, you have the Tesseract, the Flash GT, the Tyrant, and then the Jester 3. On the Super San Andreas Auto, you have the Ellie, the EC, Dominator, Chubarek, Mitchell. Then we have the Sparrow on the Elitist website and the Kara on the last website. Now, what's different about this DLC, as you can see here, in the game files, there are release groups. So the release groups that are found in the game files are these 4. You have the EC Classic, the Flash GT, and the Sea Sparrow, apparently all going to be coming out at the same time. And you have the Tyrant and then the Dominator GTX coming out at the same time. You have the Chubarek, the Dinka Jester Classic, and the Mitchell GT coming out at the same time. And you have the Tesseract and the Vapid Ellie coming out at the same time. So what I'm actually thinking Rockstar are doing, they're testing with the drip feed. Because most of us, complained about the drip feeding 1 at a time. It looks like they're going to be doing 2 or 3 at a time. But the one thing, and I don't know if we'll get to this, I don't know if there's anything that I have to show you guys, but just me thinking out loud here, I think they're going to actually wait. And I don't think they're going to release these back to back to back to back. And actually, I do have something. So this is from the Newswire. It says, on May 1st, dodge underwater mines, glide over scenic raceways, and boost through the air gates as you take on 10 unique special vehicle races featuring the Doomsday Heist vehicles. Then 7 new Transform races are making their way to GTA Online on May 29th, featuring a bunch of new and classic vehicles. And then they say for players, over the next couple of weeks or whatever, who want to take their competition off the racetrack and into more combative territory, get ready for 2 new adversary modes, along with rotating double cash opportunities and discounts around some of our favorite modes, work, vehicles, and more. And throughout the weeks and months ahead, look for new offerings from Pagasi, Overflawed, Lampadati, and more as a host of new vehicles hit the showrooms of Los Santos. We're also adding a heap of new tools and updates for the creator coming later this spring, including more weather options, custom team names, warp checkpoints for transform races, as well as a number of other highly requested features. So this makes it sound like this mini DLC is going to last for a long time. And what I can see them doing is not releasing these groups, I guess, until they release, one of the adversary modes. So let's say in 3 weeks, they release one of the adversary modes, boom, throw in one of the groups. And then you have another 3 weeks, throw in another one of the groups. And then when these new races come out on May 1st, throw in another one of the groups. And then when the last one comes out on May 29th, throw in the final one. So don't be surprised if one of these groups, we have to wait all the way until May 29th to receive. It would not shock me if they did that, because these are the only cars or vehicles in the game, and if they want this DLC to last until May 29th, and that's 3 months away, then, or 2 months away, I guess, 2.5, then they have to extend these cars. Now the prices, let's get into the prices. So these are the prices for the vehicles. The Tesseract is 2.8 million. It's a lot of freaking money. Flash GT is 1.6 million, Tyrant 2.5, and then the Dinka Jester Classic is only 800,000, but that's a lot of freaking money. These cars better be super good. Then on the, or for the regular cars, the Vapidelli, which is actually probably my most anticipated car, is only $560,000. Not bad at all. AC Classic, that's a little pricey for a car that most people probably aren't going to use. The Tesseract, that's a really good price. The Mitchell 1.2 million, I'm guessing that's going to be somewhat of a decent car then. And then the Dominator GTX, 725,000, another pretty decent price. Then we have the Cara. This one is 1.8 million basically. So hopefully it's somewhat decent. Hopefully it's better than the stupid technical. And then the Sea Sparrow is 1.8 million. Now, as for what the cars look like, I'll have some gameplay for you guys either later today or tomorrow with maybe some customization. But just going through some of the vehicle or some of the pictures that some people took. So this one is the EC Classic. It's kind of like the Mr. Bean car, but that's that. Pretty simple. Then we have probably one of my favorite cars from this update. This one is the Flash GT. It's almost like the Ken Block car, and I'm really hoping we get some really cool, or we get some other really cool liveries, because this one right here just looks amazing. Then we have the Sea Sparrow. There wasn't too many pictures, but you guys know what the Sea Sparrow looks like. I mean, it's the freaking Sea Sparrow. Finally, they're adding it to the game. Then we have the Dominator GTX. Now, what's interesting about this one, it's almost like a combination of like a newer Mustang and a Charger Hellcat. Like the front of it definitely looks like the Charger a little bit, but then the back sort of, or just like the main body looks like the Mustang. But yeah, that front definitely reminds me of the Charger. So it'll be interesting to see, you know, how this one performs against some of the other vehicles. Then we have the Overflawed Tyrant. There weren't too many pictures of this, so you just get the one from the game files, but again, it's one of those supercars. Then we have the Tesseract, or Tesseract. I'm probably gonna always say that wrong. This one looks so much fun just to customize. It's got freaking cardboard on it. Like, come on, that's amazing. And then here's another view from the back. It's got a cardboard spoiler. That's hilarious. Then we have the Dinka Jester. This is the one that like everyone's excited for, but apparently, and I'll have to test it, apparently the customization isn't anything special, but this one looks good in these pictures, so I'm definitely excited to try it out. And then we have the Mitchell GT. This one, it kind of reminds me of a hipster car, like the hipster DLC car, but it doesn't look like anything special there. And then we have the Tesseract. This is the crazy looking new X80 version, or new X80 car basically. I don't really know much else to say. Just look at it, right? It's got some crazy looking rims though. And then the final one is the beauty, the Vapidelli. Finally they're adding this vehicle to the game, man. I've been asking for something like this for a long time, so I'm thankful that Rockstar finally added it to the game. But those are all the vehicles that are unreleased. Those are all the prices. Those are that's the release order. It definitely is going to be interesting to see if something comes out next Tuesday, because if we don't get any vehicles next Tuesday, then like I said, they're going to be stretching this out for a long time, because I'm thinking that what they want to do is test a new drip feeding method before, you know, some of the bigger DLCs come out, because maybe they're like, you know what, instead of releasing 12 vehicles over 12 weeks, why don't we release 3 vehicles every 4 weeks? That's what I'm thinking they're testing here, and I don't know if it's going to be better or worse than the drip feed we already had. But let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Out of all those vehicles, which one are you most excited for? I'm sure it's either going to be the Vapidelli right here or the Supra, because the Supra does look pretty cool. But thank you all for watching. Please drop the video a like. There'll be a bunch more DLC videos on my channel today, so definitely be on the lookout for them. But thank you all, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.